Welcome to Brain Popcorn, your daily dose of financial wisdom and motivation. We break down the world's best books on money, mindset, and success, turning powerful ideas into lessons you can use to build wealth, discipline, and purpose. Learn, grow, achieve. Financial freedom starts with the right mindset. At Brain Popcorn, we simplify the world's best money and motivational books, one powerful summary at a time. Learn wealth. Build habits. Grow daily. Under Siege, Eric Trump. Full expanded breakdown, Masterclass edition. Eric Trump's book is a personal narrative, a political defense, and a family memoir all in one. He explains how his family experienced the Trump presidency from the inside, portraying them as being constantly under siege by media, Congress, political opponents, and government institutions. Below is an in-depth expansion of each chapter and idea. Introduction: Why Eric Trump wrote this book. Eric opens with an emotional explanation. The Trump family did not expect the level of hatred, scrutiny, and investigations that came with politics. He feels the family was targeted not just politically, but personally. He believes the media created a distorted version of reality about the Trump presidency. The book is his attempt to tell their side and show the human cost of being in the political spotlight. He wants future generations to know the truth from his perspective. The introduction sets the tone. This is a defensive, passionate response to years of criticism. Chapter 1: The Rise of an Unlikely President, expanded. Eric describes the early days. Trump's entry into politics shocked even the family. Donald Trump's decision to run for president wasn't long planned. It came almost suddenly. The family thought it would be a simple campaign. They didn't expect him to win. They underestimated the political establishment's hostility. Explains why Donald Trump connected with people. Eric argues. Politicians ignored working Americans. People felt abandoned. His father talked like one of them, not like a politician. The tension inside political circles. Eric claims. Washington insiders mocked and dismissed Trump early on. Political elites looked down on him. This was the beginning of the siege. The chapter ends with the dramatic night of the 2016 election. Eric describes the emotions of watching states flip and realizing they were entering history. Chapter 2: The Media War, very detailed. This is a major theme in the book. Eric believes the media made Trump the villain from day one. He argues. The press was coordinated against them. Headlines always assumed wrongdoing. Positive accomplishments were ignored. Examples he gives. He recalls moments where media ran stories based on anonymous leaks. Narrative was chosen first, then facts were shaped around it. Reporters followed them everywhere, hoping for conflict. Emotional impact. Eric describes the constant pressure of cameras. Family members feeling misrepresented. The anxiety of waiting for the next headline attack. He says the media was not just reporting, it was actively trying to destroy their reputation. Chapter 3: Government versus Trump, Deep State narrative expanded. Eric believes government agencies worked to undermine Trump. Investigations began before Trump took office. He argues. Intelligence agencies doubted Trump's legitimacy. Bureaucrats feared he would dismantle their power. They began investigating everything. The feeling inside the White House. Eric describes an atmosphere of suspicion. Fear of leaks. A sense that every move was being monitored. Lawyers always present. Endless document requests. The deep state. Eric frames it not as a conspiracy, but as career officials resisting a president they didn't want. Institutions protecting their long-standing agendas. People inside government secretly working with media. This chapter is one of the book's most emotional and intense. Chapter 4: Inside the Trump Family, expanded. Eric humanizes the family with stories and personal moments. Family unity during attacks. He describes late-night phone calls, emergency family meetings, siblings supporting each other, their mother's emotional strength, Melania remaining calm and private, how the pressure affected each member, Ivanka, forced to stay composed despite constant accusations. Don Jr. became a major defender of the administration. Tiffany stayed away from spotlight but felt the stress. Baron, a child experiencing intense public attention. Their father's leadership style at home. He depicts Donald Trump as tough, focused, unbothered by criticism, always pushing forward, motivating them to stay strong. Eric insists their bond grew stronger because of the attacks. Chapter 5, The Impeachment Battles, expanded. Eric recounts the impeachment trials in painful detail. How they learned about impeachment efforts. He describes the shock and frustration when rumors began circulating. Media predicted impeachment for months. Lawyers visited constantly. The family had to relive the same investigations repeatedly. Emotional weight on the family. Eric says, it felt like a coordinated attempt to break them. They were exhausted and overwhelmed. The impeachments damaged their reputation globally. Their father's reaction. He claims Donald Trump saw it as a political weapon. Became more determined. Used it to energize his supporters. Chapter 6, Achievements of the Trump Administration, Eric's perspective expanded. Eric lists accomplishments he believes were overshadowed. Economy. Job growth. Stock market performance. Deregulation. Tax reforms. Foreign policy. Middle East peace agreements. Pressure on NATO allies. Confrontation with China. Criminal justice reform. He highlights the First Step Act. Border security. He mentions policies to reduce illegal immigration. Construction of the border wall. Eric's overall argument. He says history will judge these achievements more favorably once the hostility of the moment fades. Chapter 7, Global Pressure and International Relations, expanded. Eric explains how Trump's foreign policy disrupted global politics. China. He claims Trump was the first president to confront China economically. Someone who challenged unfair trade practices. Middle East. Eric praises Abraham Accords. Shifts in alliances. Reduction of tensions. Europe. He says leaders respected Trump even if they publicly disagreed. Global perception. Eric argues the world saw Trump as strong, unpredictable, and unafraid to challenge norms. Chapter 8, COVID-19, Crisis, Chaos and Confusion, expanded. Eric shares the behind-the-scenes experiences during the pandemic. The confusion inside the White House. He describes constant briefings. Conflicting information from experts. Pressure to respond quickly. Media attacks increasing rapidly. Emotional side. He admits the family felt overwhelmed. The president barely slept. Every decision had global consequences. They faced impossible choices. Media criticism. Eric claims the media turned COVID-19 into a weapon to damage Trump politically. Chapter 9, Election Controversy and Aftermath, expanded. Eric recounts the 2020 election from their viewpoint. Election night emotions. Suspense. Confusion. Early leads. Sudden changes in vote counts. Post-election pressure. He describes lawsuits. Public protests. Media calling the race. Supporters demanding answers. Family reactions. Eric says. They felt cheated. They worked around the clock. The stress was massive. The chapter ends with the sense that America entered its most divided moment. Chapter 10, Legacy, Lessons and the Future, expanded. Eric closes the book with big ideas. What they believe the presidency achieved. Reawakening forgotten Americans. Challenging political elites. Exposing media bias. Reshaping foreign policy. Lessons learned. He explains. The system is more powerful than they expected. Critics will never stop. Family unity is essential. Fighting back is necessary. Hints at the future. Eric suggests. The fight is not over. The family may return to politics. They will not back down from public life. The tone is defiant and motivational. Overall message of the book, expanded. Eric Trump frames the story like this. The Trump family was under relentless attack. They were treated unfairly by media and political forces. They stood firm and fought back. Their legacy will grow over time. America is worth fighting for. The book is a mixture of personal reflection, political commentary, family loyalty, insider perspective, narrative defense. Kindly subscribe to the channel and put on the post notification, be the first to be notified when we upload. Let's grow to 100 subscribers. Comment below if you will follow these principles and become productive and prepare your mind for success thoughts to take control. Follow me for more masterclass book summary. Share with others. Do not forget to subscribe. I will leave the link at the description and also pin it at the comments section. I have a surprise for you there. So don't hesitate. Enjoy your day.